What's up, everybody? Hello, and welcome back to some more Victoria 3. As always, it's Sean here. We'll be starting a new campaign today. I don't know what I want to play, so we're just going to let the wheel decide what we will be playing here. What's this ad for? Is this for Wolverine? Oh, cool. Disney Plus. Let them ruin another franchise. They already got Star Wars, now they've got Marvel. It's all going to hell. All right, let's go ahead and spin this and see what we end up with. I need to update this wheel. Some of these I've gotten while doing other campaigns. I saw Devil's Railroad on there. Have I done? I feel like I've done Revolutionary. This is an easy one, I'm pretty sure. Let's view my achievements here. Revolutionary. Switch sides to revolutionaries in the Civil War and win the ensuing conflicts. Thinking of France, maybe like doing a France commune thing. That's my initial thought with that. We'll leave that in the sidebar. I don't know if we'll actually do that in this campaign. It's not exactly one you want to do a whole campaign around. But let's spin again. Give me one with the nation. One with a nation, or one that has to be played as a certain nation. Luxembourg, miners. Okay. That's a Lanfang one. This is one that I've actually wanted to do since the game first came out. This will be a good one. This will be a good one because it's an area that we haven't played a nation as, and it's a minor nation in that area. So miners, not miners, is to play as Lanfang, I believe. Miners, not miners. Start as Lanfang, incorporate all states in Borneo, and have the compulsory primary school law. Now, that's going to be very interesting. Because if I remember correctly, Lanfang starts as part of egalitarian. They used to start as a part of egalitarian society, I'm pretty sure. Or at least close to. We're actually going to go for egalitarian society here. We're going to play on Iron Man mode. Well, no, we're not. Definitely not for the start, not Iron Man mode game. And let's go for the select any country option. And Lanfang is a very, very small nation nestled in the East Indies. Modern-day Indonesia. It is right over here. Is my UI right? We'll check that in a second. Lanfang, unrecognized power, 3 troops, 58,000 GDP. They are a republic. State religion Confucian, cultures the Hakka. I can't believe I did that. The New Zealand Hakka, or is this something else? This is a Han Chinese East Asian heritage. Definitely not the New Zealand Hakka. Probably think that has 1K. Lanfang. The Republic of Lanfang was established by a democratic syndicate of Chinese miners hoping to exploit the gold reserves of Borneo. Can Lanfang resist the advance of the Dutch and achieve the prosperity it seeks? I don't know. We will find out. We are a subject of China, a tributary. We start with the state of Lanfang, giving us the Kupas River, extra infrastructure, and bonus to hardwood impact output here. Check our game settings. We are playing on standard behavior towards AIs. We'll keep everything else as we want. AI is more aggressive? Sure. Let's make it more exciting. Our goal here is, of course, going to be to take over this whole area. After that, I don't know. But I think it is an honorable goal. Naval power will be the name of the game. Is there a strait here? I think there is. But otherwise, it's all about naval power. Is this Singapore? Do they start with Singapore? Interesting. New area, haven't gotten to play it much, and let's kind of check things out and see what's going on here. Okay, this looks better. Like the UI is not, that was a 200% scale, which I'd use to get my screenshots of our stats if we ever have like a good game for the thumbnail. Anyway, let's take a look. So we are Lanfang. We, of course, start with 70,000 pop. Not a lot. We need to go to war pretty soon. We are part of China's market, which is good. It's beneficial for us in this case. But the main thing is we're going to have a problem doing anything here without getting the Dutch East Indies involved. They are belligerent. They do not like us. We will probably have to re-roll to get some good starts where they actually like us. Then they want to conquer us. We're going to improve with them and hopefully find someone that does not like them. Namely, either France. I know Spain is in this region. And of course, we have our dad, China. So we have three units. We don't have a commander. Do we have a good commander? I really want a good commander here. I'm already noticing our petit bourgeoisie is in power. And we have some protectionists. Let's start with the... Not used to the compliant one, but that's interesting. I think persistence is the one we want to go with. Put him in charge. We have regulars. We have cannon artillery. We have hussars. We haven't built any of those. Tech is going for mandatory service. We don't have lathes or railways. We don't need those right away. We do have access to the sea. Market is the Chinese market. That means our balance is going to be way, way negative in favor of things like opium. What can we build in our starting area? We have gold. That's nice. We have lumber. We have lead mines. And we have a variety of farms and things. Okay. What is our politics like? This will be a big decider. I already can see our government is unacceptable. I don't want to throw in power here. Very interesting. Okay, so we actually have everybody who's not marginalized. Will that stay that way? Probably not. But interesting way to start the game. Right away, I want to throw probably a lot more parties in here just to get things set up right. We have citizen suffrage. Okay. Probably the only nation in this region that has that. President Republic, cultural exclusion, total separation. Wow. What a start for us here. Still serfdom, still traditionalism. That sucks. Still closed borders. And we have a people that actually likes migration controls. Why is that? Who's your leaders and moderates? That doesn't explain it. Let's go for between that and peasant levies as our starting opener here. We don't have law enforcement. Okay. Let's start a professional army. And then hopefully by that time, what's our spread? We'll have to see what our spread is here. For buildings, well, feeling the maximize profit option here. Normally grain's a good money maker, at least in China. Chinese market. Tobacco seems to be in high demand. Although they do need hardwood. And we have a bonus to hardwood, so let's build some hardwood. And we're just going to supply China. We are also probably going to be paying diplomatic costs to them for tributary status, which sucks. Eventually we'll break free. We're going to need a navy to do that. They will support our regime. We're a tributary, and we'd have to become a vassal to get into a worse situation here. I'm going to start with request support, just because the legitimacy is going to help us. Problem is, well, this is actually going to help China collapse, because they do have decent legitimacy, but if they change some stuff, they will have bad legitimacy. And the big thing here is, can we do an early war? Right? Like, Sintang is our ideal target here. The question is, can we attack Sintang without having some terrible stuff happen? So let's see. Because I really want a good opener here. I want us to be able to take most of this region that is not under the Dutch East Indies and then have a working economy here. With our extra influence here, let's improve with the Spanish. Portugal probably has an interest in the region because they, I believe, have this stuff over here. They are domineering. And then Siam would be a good counterbalance for what is the Dutch East Indies. They are now cooperative towards us. That has changed. Interesting, because I rivaled my neighbor, maybe. Well, let's save the game again. For those diplomatic things that I don't want to do again. And we're going to try to throw out a conquer state here. The big one we want to watch is Dusty Cities. They favor us more, but that means nothing. Means absolutely nothing. Let us see what this does. Can we do any mobilizations? We can. We are going to actually spin that because the difference it's going to make is actually crucial. Actually crucial. They consider themselves competent. We can call China with an obligation. Don't want to do that just yet. Okay, it's not us. That's Tidor. Can I side with the Dutch here and get their help? Annex Tidor. Okay. Who are we fighting against, by the way? Okay, they do also have irregulars. In fact, it might be better if I just throw out, like... In fact, let's make this... Let's be smart about this. We're going to get a lot more infantry here. Do we not have the ability to build artillery? No way, right? We have access to it. We need to import it. Trade. Import out actions here. Artillery. I don't care if we lose here. British sounds good. For now. We're just going to throw in our Q and artillery foundry. Honestly, no. We'll just take the loss for it. It's not worth it to use our very small pop to build that. It's not going to be a good building for us. All right, we should win this. It is defensive. We're going to advance and see if we win. Okay, we're going to defend. What are these guys repping in terms of their government? None of these guys are good. They want wealth voting. Sorry, landowners. Not good time. I don't mind wearing them out here. Oh, I should be using my. I'm. Haven't played the game in a while, and you can tell with how bad some of my stuff is. My plays are coming right now. Should have done a services tax, but opium will make us money as well. Could do conscripts. Don't think I need to do conscripts. Ideally, what I want is what's the one here? So are we actually growing our manpower here? Seems pretty stagnant to me. Let's throw out an attack and see. The cannons got involved there. I'll pay the expenses. And there is a new region here. This is part of our core state, so we get it automatically. And we maybe will increase our army size here. We have the one artillery. Renee's going to be a problem. They're going to have a decent-sized army, I imagine. 3+2. And what did we get from them when we took this? Access to more lumber. We got a rice farm, a port, and some more military stuff we need to build. Okay, let's get our interest groups to show here, and our political movements. Where's our authority going? Just from opium. We just don't have as much authority because we are using a better government than we normally start out with. Makes sense. Okay, so we have 2 more of the logging camps being built. Those are probably making good money right now. If they're swapped over. They need tools. If I turn off tools, we'll probably make... Nope, we make less. I will queue up tooling industry. Always good to have. We'll see if we get value out of that. Do we have access to any cool resources in the region? Like, do we have iron here? Probably. I hope we have iron. Let's check and see what iron's like in this region. Show me potentials. Brunei is iron. What does that 360 count for? Can support 18 iron mines. Okay. So that's like their count. Not the best, but not terrible. What are the raw resources we're going to look for? We don't have coal on this list just yet, but could check that later. All right, and so we don't have access across this land to attack Kutai. Brunei's going to be the one we have to do. Problem is our army's kind of weak. Army's very weak. Can I boost their training at all? We pay them more people want to work there. Peasant agitator. Let's check that guy out. He's a land reformer. I actually like that. It's quite nice to have a land reformer. How's this war going? Tidora has lost. And looks like we no longer have to worry about Portugal. See, their pop is just so much more massive than ours. They're twice our size. Unless one of these guys is weak, we could maybe do a naval invasion. Thinking of Sulu when I say that. Who's this? They're attacking Brunei. Conquer North Brunei. Okay, we actually want to fight here. We need to jump this as well. I'm going to actually call in our Chinese friend. Call in China. Use him. He is a traditionalist. Let's just lower his popularity here. Never mind, I clicked the wrong button. Our new folk is a traditionalist again, so no real change. Unless I clicked the right thing, I don't know. I feel like I misclicked there. Let's get the success rate here. Take our stuff. Fuck. Okay. Can I get to a good option here? Rival you. Attack you. Call in China. We have to hope we can do this fast. They will have some kind of fight here. Here's what I can do. I can go and delay their war, right? So if I do support unconditionally, it's going to stop. No, it doesn't stop. Damn. That was my hope, is that it stopped them. Okay, we got to go back. We're going to go back to the pre-war save. We do the first war, win that, call China into the second, and then use that advantage to take more stuff. What am I doing? Import trade routes. Artillery. Grab a 1. Take this. I want to get artillery here. 2. Speed 5. Let the lost keep passing. They're now domineering, but you're going to be involved in the war, so you don't have time for me. There's that other war. Gonna defend front a little bit here. Russian Army's not doing too hot in this timeline. Who's your leader this time? Our attrition's gonna hurt us here. We actually have to do an attack. Excuse me. Pardon me. Stop the fight. This is not going too hot, but I think we'll win eventually. Just do it in the Second War. No, it's just the one. There we go. We're going to take it. There's that one. Renee, I know you're cooperative, but I need to take your land. We're going to call in China immediately. Get the approval here. See, he can fully stock that army and we can't stock ours. Probably call China in. Can I get a claim? No, still going to be in Indonesia. China should win this for us. This is going to get us our good opener here. Al? Are you repping your regulars? That is surprising. You know what I need? That would really help me out here. The startings of a navy. Trade unions, throw him in there, sure. Just give me 5 ships here. We also don't have shipyards, so we can get by with shipyards. China. Alright, the reason we want those is because we can probably just cheese the rest of these invasions, assuming that the Dutch don't get involved. Incorporate this state. What do you have? You have tea plantations and nothing else. You've only built a tea plantation and a fishing thing, okay? Cargo ports everywhere, fishing trawlers. Let's make sure everything is doing well. Gold mines can be handling a lot of the work for us. And at this point, our army is probably enough to take out our neighbors, I would think. Do I have land access to Balungan? I do. I think Sulu's the better one. He has 4 troops. Maybe not the better one. Balungan could be better. You're wary, you're cautious. Kutai. Let's attack Balungan. I do also want to let our troops kind of replenish here. And I want to take 1 irregular infantry, put a new army. And this army's going to have this expedition stuff. Honorable's not terrible. Wolf packs, okay. Let's get the bonus to reform. Pay that army too. Starting to lose some money because we're getting a navy. And second, we can have some kind of ship here. We'll be fine. Interest group strength. We can make you happy later. We'll take some radicals. That's fine. And I want to do a tax on opium and a tax on services. Iron shortage in China. There we go. We have our 1 boat. We're going to attack this guy. Take his 2nd state. Make it a primary. We can call in the Dutch. For why, I don't know. But they are on our list that we can call in. So we'll have to see what they want. Russian army has been acquired. If we call in the Dutch, they want to give us they want to take a state. Okay, that's not happening. All right, let's now do migration controls to make our petit bourgeoisie happier. And let's check our spread here. So line infantry's on the way. We're getting currently stock exchange. Not terrible. Not terrible at all. Let's probably cancel 2 of those naval bases. Our manpower is recovering slowly. Helps that we're incorporating 20 years to incorporate because we're Chinese. All of this is going to be terrible culture for us. Wow, okay. What just happened with our naval base? Naval invasion, I should say. What did you do? Why is that failing? There's no one defending this front. That's confusing to me. Here's what we're going to try. We're going to try splitting off another unit from this. It's going to shift the balance in our front line. But is it a Navy control problem or is it a Army size problem? Now we have 300 troops. We're also really suffering here because of the port expenses I added and the clippers for the Navy. There's naval invasion, good. So why is this? We have, oh, our org is down. Once the org goes up, we should be able to invade. No one's defending it, so realistically, there should be nothing stopping us from doing this. I'm watching our economy crumble in the background. We can't stop it unless I cut down the Navy. But there we go. There's that front. That's their capital region. So this 2K here, I don't want you to actually attack. You can actually just go back chilling over there. And how do I save some money here? It's going to be really a pain in the butt with all of these expenses here. Moderate and traditionalist, loose your stop. Local police force. I don't want to do that. I want dedicated police force. They are going to lose this because we have their capital. Just got to wait. Alright, so they can decrease our autonomy. That's fine. Our economy is the real problem here. 200 interest is already going to start killing us. That's only just a stopgap measure. We just don't have the money. Alright, I think the Navy might have to go. One size Navy. Even then, it's probably going to be too much. Do I need the access to the ports that I've been doing here? Or was this too much? This is probably too much. Let's take our ports. We're going to take them back down to just Anchorage. Does that let us take our money back? It does. We need to pay off this debt we have, but that's not a massive amount of debt. And some league has formed. We can now take all of Bolungan. Okay. New state, 20 years to incorporate it. We will incorporate it. And what are you running with? You have another fucking port. But you have stuff that should give us some money, hopefully. Coup. We do not want the coup to happen. Okay. So Kutai, we don't have land access to you, which is a problem. You have 5 troops. I think we gotta fight Sulu here. But if we do the naval invasion, geez, I think we'll be fine. They only have 1 unit. Take your state. They just ceded it immediately. Okay. Cool. Less than ideal. Maguadono has quite a number of stuff. I think we have... This is land access here, right? I guess we need to take the rest of Sulu and then fight Maguadono. That actually... Let's see if we can go back and force that play against Sulu. Okay, this war. Yes, peace deal. And then here, they accepted last time. I want to force this. Take the infamy. And hope no one offers up anything here. Why do you have so many troops here? Those guys were fully healed. Oh. This is from our costs, I assume. We welcome their support. Keep the coup down. No one's getting involved. We're gonna do a naval invasion over here. Naval invasion over here. Push that second front that he can't defend. And there we go. More land is ours. More land to cultivate and incorporate. Still 20 years to do all of this shit. I need to be building stuff. Namely, we need some government administrations. What even was our goal here? It's miners, not miners. Let's do this. We got peasants anywhere. Let's do one in North Borneo. How much do you give us? You give us 35 bureaucracy. I'm going to build 2 of you. So miners, not miners. What is this achievement for again? I've completely zoned out here. All states of Borneo and have compulsory primary school law. So I'm doing the right thing. For us, at least. It's the right thing. So Maguindanao actually is the right size to stop us from being aggressive here. And their state's also worth a little bit more than the other guys. Let our army take down and we're going to attack Maguindanao. It's going to give us adjacency with the Philippines. They are belligerent. They are a neighbor. They are a colony of Spain. We eventually want to take them, but all in due time. Lion Tree and Dragoons, we do want to upgrade our guys to those, but the cost is going to be insane for that. I think right now we need to go for law enforcement. Dedicated police force would help us a lot here. And after that, we probably want to start hitting out like atmospheric engine pumps, intensive agriculture. We don't have access to gold other than our 1 gold mine, which is a shame, but we do have iron, which could be a huge moneymaker in our current market, as well as tools. Let's do a little bit of iron in this region. General misfire to cannon. Let him step down. Foreign manifesto. Liberal movement, take your stuff. One of our generals died. Do we have a new one that's better? Defensive strategist, charismatic, Feng Li, get in there. Make me proud. Our interest rates are causing us a little bit of costs. Fears amongst the armed forces. New anti-tank lotteries. This is sphere of influence stuff. Gonna keep making Spain our friend here. Who is your rival? Do you have a rival? No one really hates you, China. Need China to not like us. We'll lose a little bit of authority here, that's fine. We just hired Feng Li, which is why I don't want to get rid of him. Alright, rival you. And we are going to do a attack on this guy. I think we'll be fine here. Dutch East Indies is close to really liking them. Put you here and have you defend. Put you here and have you... So they have 2 armies here. Potentially a cause for concern. That's even bigger cause for concern. They want war reps. Okay, we go back or save. And don't do this war right now. Need to start using my pre-war save smartly here. Okay. Deal with the coup. Cause out a rebel. Let's try to get the peasant movement some popularity here. Moderate and moderate. Let them fight. Don't know which one he came from. So that was the... I don't know. Wasn't paying attention. Okay. So we know we can't go for that war right now because of the problems it's gonna cause. Let's get intensive agriculture. Let's get atmospheric engine pump. I was supposed to do this first, though. Oops. Technical talents. Grow country lobby for Great Britain. I don't hate that. Alright, is there somewhere I can go? You have a lot of battalions. I want to try to, like, sneak some land somewhere out there. But it's hard. Also did not queue this up. Shot in the dark. Keep getting that coup away. Ideally, we want this coup to fail organically. Up in arms. Lose some approval. Royal folk are angry. Our taxes are not raised, but they could be if we needed them. Man of war shortage. Holy trade routes. No wonder. How long has that been going on without my knowledge? Do we have access to cannons in our market yet? Did China build any? Bet you they did. Nope, they have not built any cannons. Okay. I'm going to actually click this button and upgrade my troops. Gets us a force multiplier, gets us a cost. No one should be building this, but I'm actually going to build an arms industry. We want to have one of these in our country regardless of what we do. Let's see North Borneo, where everything seems to be coming in. Q needs to retreat. Sambas is actually a subject. You are a subject. Need someone to fight over the Dutch East Indies here. Need them to be occupied. Take custodianship. Alternatively, a nice target for invasion would be good as well. That's not part of our region anymore. Guaranteed. Means it's a death sentence to attack you. Alright, our real only target is Kutai over here, who we don't have land access to. And other guys. If I can get rid of our... See, they're strong, but they're not that strong, right? 60 troops. It's beatable. It's definitely beatable. Also, this money coming in is amazing. If I check our... Where is this money coming from right now? What has changed? I don't know. But it's all good with me. We're just going to turn on some stuff that may or may not make us money, but I want it on. Yeah, we don't need that stuff just yet. If I go cargo ports here. Clippers are expensive. Eventually you're going to need them, though. Sawmills everywhere. Fishing trawlers everywhere. And it feels right to have a shipyard somewhere. So we're going to do one in Lanfang. And we're going to do one with our military shipyards also in Lanfang. Which we need to grow. Both these guys are puppet status. Credit's getting paid off. Crowded streets. Get rid of the queue. This should stop the queue. Cool, landowners are on the way out. Hopefully, a little bit. We have migration control, so we can now let people into the country. Do we have elections yet? I'm pretty sure we should have elections. We're a republic. We have just not gotten that far to have an election. Yeah, we're only 4 years in. Okay, that makes sense. So I want to not build this policing thing yet. Homesteading right away would be really nice. The problem is it pisses off the landowners. Do I care, though? Because I'm part of China's market. And they will come in and stop the landowners from killing us, right? So let's go for homesteading. Queued up a lot of stuff. Probably can't support all of this. Definitely can't support all of this. I'm not also incorporating some of these states. Need to be incorporating them just because it gets a head start as we expand the states. China is now protective of us. Perfect time for that to happen, considering we are pissing off our landowners irreparably. Gonna really make them angry, and then hopefully leverage that into a civil war that China will put down for us while they can. We need to get our interest up, and we need to have enough prestige to actually do stuff, you know, on the world stage. Crazy how that works. Fengli, get back in here. We need you. Free trade protectionism, we'll go for both of those. And I think we build a capitalist utopia here. Our Confucian scholars should probably fall out of power considering we start with total separation. You really do like us. Okay, we're going to try... My voice cracked there. We're going to try our war again and see if we get lucky here. They still have a preference for the other guy. But let's see. They probably have irregulars, so we can just beat them straight up with numbers here. No naval invasion cheese needed. If they do unify that front, though, I will do my naval invasion cheese because it just makes sense to do. Army should be improved. They've gone away, right? I don't see them in the list. Put you on defensive. Do normal defense. If they attack us, they die. And we're going to do naval invasion of Mindanao. And that should be good. Naval invasion over here. Take the region. Great region for us to actually ply our trade because we were just naval invasion masters. And there is Mindanao taken and starting to be integrated. And that's a bunch of good stuff under our control. So that's the last of our easy productions. Probably could take Kutai. Problem is we need a bigger navy to attack Kutai. Let's start working on that. We'll spread the navy out across our 5 regions. Probably not the best idea to do that, but we'll do it anyway. Got another army in. We're going to mobilize them into our main army here. This is going to cost us a lot of money. A lot of money to do this. Could probably do taxes to make ends meet here. We are still short on bureaucracy. Meaning, are we actually working the state in North Borneo? Or can they employ? They can't employ. Let's go for filing cabinets here. And I think we need to cut costs. Don't pay the military right now. And we'll raise that whenever we need to go to war. Let's grow those gold reserves. Alright, but this will give us control of some other stuff here, right? If these guys start getting worked, more iron mines, iron is going to be profitable in our economy. Our stall here is not the best. Although it's a good stall if we can get this. Reduce our standard of living, but get things up. Okay, we're actually doing better now. I could probably pay the government. And I can pay my workers. Things have adjusted. Abolitionist, okay. Sure. Election 112 days. We'll actually change our government after that election, I think. So, who is he? He's a protectionist. Let's get some momentum instead of that. Want the land reformer in charge, ideally, here. Okay, we're starting our ships and our shipyards and things. Iron frame buildings. We don't yet build anything on our own. We're doing everything naturally. Market squares would actually be nice here. Can take wood and glass. We have the wood. How is our hardwood production? It still is valuable. Do these all have that hardwood modifier? They do. They do indeed. All in Borneo. What about you over here? You don't. Great agricultural buildings, though. So you can actually work on normal softwood. Although you are making less money. Eventually we'll put you on softwood. Same with this Lanfang Luzon. What is your state trait? Shipyard, military shipyard, shit. Well, would have been nice to build that there. We'll worry about that later. Keep that in the back of my head for the next time we got to do some stuff. And hopefully our roles here are good for us. It's a good debate. I'm going to kick the Landers out in this next election. Welcome, everybody. Goodbye, landowners. New parties have formed. Okay. Crazy how that happened after the election. But oh well. Landowners are going to hurt our economy a little bit here, but welcome. Cross-border investment. So we get foreign investment in them, or we get bonus foreign investment. Oh, industrialists really like us right now, so give me the money. Paying off our debt. Our military is starting to get stronger. 14 is not terrible. It's enough to where if we get a navy... I feel Sambas is also independent. What has happened here? You're a protectorate. Not independent, but on the way towards it. What I could do... How long is that obligation with China? 4 years. We're going to use them against... also, what is Japan? Oh, no. Corruption is a tool like any other. Let's lose the 5% chance here. Maybe should have used the setback, but... What is this war for? Treaty port, humiliation, foreign investment rights. What the hell's going on over here? The Bonapartists are doing well. We're just going to steady we're going to mind our own damn business over here and just not look at what's happening around the world. Free Texas, though. Interesting. Is it David Warfield? I thought it was going to be like Sam Austin. Pretty sure his name was Sam. Someone Austin. Austin, Texas and all that shit. Sam Houston. Sam Houston. Who was the Austin? What? I don't know. I don't care. I do want to have some kind of construction store, I think, just for our private investment. Which is saying something, considering we have all this saved up. Have we been made into a vassal? We have been made into a vassal. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Well, we still need to leverage them. Our diplomatic pacts are starting to become absurd. There's a stall. Peasant movement, take your activism and attraction. That's all fine with me. I actually want to support the peasants here, so that's not a bad stall. Alright, so we have been subjugated. Can I attack? I cannot attack anybody. I need to be free. I want to break free! They have 4 flotillas. Assuming we get our flotillas set up here, we should be able to beat them. I'm just on the should. Alright. There we go. We've requested everything we can get from China here. They don't have the stuff to attack me. We are going to try it. We're going to try it. Knowing they only can bring forth 4 troops without getting massive negative penalties, we are going to try to... Shit. We're in 2 good relations here. Alright, why can I not demand independence? Well, that's going to really hurt our country. How much is construction? It's 210 construction. There's homesteading. Thank you. That's a good law to have. So I want to keep doing things while we have it. Let's go laissez-faire right away. This whole piss off the industrialist plan is taking shape again, but it's not ideal. The 1K in fucking interest here is hurting us. And will probably be their death knell if I'm not careful with it. So we're going to, real quick, lower our government wages, lower our military spending, and up our taxes by 2 tiers. Again, it's going to grow our radicals. We already have a lot of radicals. But it's a cost we have to, I think, make here. If we get laissez-faire, I think that's worthwhile. Right, surely at some point you will let me do a demand. Is it because we have the obligation? It's probably because we have the obligation. 3 years in the truce. That's why. Okay, well, we need to stop damaging relations with them. Let's keep them... Well, no, we need to do it. If they like us too much, we can't actually... Yeah, see? It is improving because of vassal and improved relations. So we got to counteract that, keep them on the way out. We're also about to lose the range where I can do things with them. Our entangled markets don't help either. All of that is to say this sucks royally. But we are at 1.3 million GDP. Field works, mobile artillery, all good things. Law enforcement is on the way. We should have private investment. We do. It's not enough to... Let's actually invest more here. I want enough... This is my feedback from the Russia game so far that I have. I want enough private investment to handle our investment pool changes and not let that grow. That's why we're increasing our construction, even if it might cost us money. In the long run, I think it will work out in our favor. Basing this on what I have been told. In fact, we're going to increase our construction investment here. That being said, no one actually is working these, which is why we have such expenses. Gold fields depleted. That is a travesty. An absolute travesty that we need to go and fix right away. Unfortunate. Build that, please. It hurts. It hurts so much. We need to do it. Oh, no. Well, we'll pay the expenses. What's going on here? Jambi, Sakarta, Sambas, and they want to just annex all of them. Okay. We are still incorporating our states. Those are hopeful that we will actually get some money here. You're at war. I can't attack you. Fuck me, man. That's unfortunate. Alright, laissez-faire might save us. We get laissez-faire. What happens? Well, we could sell off some of the government-controlled stuff, which is currently making us any money? 680 from government dividends. It's not awful. We're going to do wrought iron tools. We don't have the iron for it, but it's probably the right move eventually. That being said, eventually it does not meet now. We want to maximize our profits here, especially when we're this small. Landowners can go kick rocks. They do like us right now because we have a market liberal. We do have a market liberal, so they are just happy with us. Okay. Wow. Okay. Cause without a rebel. This is our abolitionist sport and peasant movement. He can go away. Speaking of agitators, I want the land reformer. I've already done the land reformer stuff, but still good to have a guy like that around. Anti-lobby with the Dutch East Indies. I like that. It's along our playbook, so let's get it done. And we need to build these desperately. North Borneo. Can I leverage anything to get... No, I need the tax money. What's the right move here? Honestly, I think it has to be the... Getting private investment into what? Coal mines in an area that doesn't have market access? Mindanao doesn't have market access. Okay. Well, Mindanao, you see, you need to turn your ports into cargo ports. It's going to be expensive. We know it's going to be expensive. But we got to deal with it. We are still growing. Do I have to downsize my military here? Current armed forces are moderate. You can take control of the armed forces. Actually, let's get the... Yeah, take control. $3K in losses. Military buildings are a good expense here. Same with military wages. Not being able to do our war against China right away has been a terrible thing for us. But if we tough it out, I might be able to get war reps. No, war reps requires me to take their stuff. That's not good. No. We gotta hold our ground here. Oh, this is just gonna be terrible for us. Alright, let's get the economy the right way. There's our ruler. Who supports laissez-faire? Definitely don't want to kick the industrialists out in that case. Government's unacceptable. It's because our taxes are fucking in the stratosphere. Is our opium tax actually worth it? I think it is. Violent suppression. We're going to get radicals. Anyway, let's take the radicals. Why do you not like us? No, it's our current move we're doing. Literati can join the Anti-Dutch League. Would love to be able to tax anybody here. Damn it. Okay, well. Our debt is mounting. The interest is getting unreasonable. By the time we can actually get rid of the diplomatic pacts, our interests are going to take it over anyway and cause us more problems. Our good government buildings is also insane. Small arms shortage. How are our gold mines in North Borneo, though? This is what we really need. We need these to make money. Keep hiring. I think we'll be okay if I can get this to work. Because there we go. That's about 1,000 interest that we've knocked out. Well, I'm over-exaggerating that. Does resource affect... It says mines. So you would think that would help this gold mine as well, right? Commercials, they do fucking hate us here. Return of the nefarious bourgeoisie guy. He's an absolutionist. Trimble, he returns. Okay. Anti-Philippine society, sure. We have a third army here? We do have an army. Bigoted surveyor. That's our guy. Summer worship fertilizing, we do want that everywhere. Increase wool gathering, yes. On all counts. Don't care if you cause shortages, we'll deal with it. It's not really a lot of shortages. Be fixed by building one fertilizer plant somewhere, but we don't have really the money to earn it. Alright, there's laissez-faire. So, what does that do for us? Not well. Hopefully it's going to get us some money here. Honestly, the dedicated police force is probably what we need. We're missing out on not a lot of taxes. Never mind. Okay, let's go right to elected bureaucrats. This is terrible. We're dying. Dying terribly. So truce up. Our truce is... We fell out of the fucking range, okay. Increase autonomy here. Okay. Free me. You bastard. Liberate subject, Lanfang. Regime change, China. Take. We hold. We hold. We're going to try to get freedom. We need to make friends with you. And you. For this law in particular, take your time. All right, we can build another company. Not doing colony growth speed here. He has no navies, right? He has 0 flotillas. That means 0 chance of him actually attacking us. We're going to go and be a nuisance here, just to kind of help out with his shitty participation. So he has 2 regions, North China and then Manchuria. There's 30 guys in Manchuria. Will they actually help in defending this? They will. Where are those 10 from, actually, that I'm looking at it? Where are they? Is it just a third of the guys that are stationed there? I don't know. But it doesn't matter. They can't reach us. So we're just going to get our independence, be free, and hopefully pay off our costs eventually. I realize we're doing this war without having any of our stuff raised. Oh, we actually got our gold reserves back because of our selling off our stuff. Offer them no migration controls instead of private schools. You would honestly probably support if I went for public schools here. You would, so we should probably go for public schools. All in due time. As like bureaucrats feels. But I actually want to do this. Let's go. We can do this at any point. I think the more impactful one right now is to get our public school investment going up while we can. China, I would love for you to, or China, GB, I would love for you to let me join your power block. I do have both war goals, right? I do. Indeed have both war goals. There's some stuff going on over in the Indian subcontinent. Looks like we're having... Ooh, it's close. It's very close. The independence war here. You're losing against Hindustan, but I think you're winning against Satara. See if they can take stuff back in time. They are pushing very hard into Mewar. But is it enough? Whew, might not be enough. Oh? Waiting with bated breath. Alright, our gold reserves are going up. Despite our abysmal costs here. Notice how I built 3 government sectors, but they're not being used at all. We just don't have the pop. We don't have the pop. Crucial Scholars and Landers are on the way out anyway. Landers not so much, but they are alright. Traditionalists versus a moderate. Go and just lose your support. Do you survive? This is civil war. They stopped going down. I think they've pulled it out here. I get independence, but not increase autonomy. Do I need to wait for this? Let's see. Should be free. We are free. Oh, fuck. Now, I would love to join the British power bloc here. Gets me a good chance of you supporting me. They could subjugate me if they use that option, but I don't think they will. And the main thing here is this button. That is my ally, which I love for me. And suddenly our market's going to look a lot better here, because we're now going to be part of the British market. We're alliance. I should be in your power block. Does that not make me part of your market? I thought it would. Am I a fool? I might be a fool. Oh well. Normally that means you join the market, but I could be wrong. Will freely admit that I am not all-knowing. Well, let's start fixing our shortages here then. Let's go to the British for almost everything we need. Some of it from China, because China likes us. Not really. But they're there. And we're going to deal with the fertilizer shortage can stay. Okay, this is unfortunate. I really thought we would be getting our... joining their market. Can I request to join their market? Did I lose so much that my government's now illegitimate? I did. Get those guys in there, please. Land reformer. Yeah, throw them in there. Okay, so we are making money. We are free now. And I could probably leverage this to do a lot, right? All right, we're going to make a risky call here. I'm way over time. We're going to save game, and next episode we're going to go into war. But this has gone so far so well. We're free of China. We're bending the knee to Great Britain, kinda. We're in their power block, but they have to subjugate us, so do what you will. I wish I could join their market. It's strange that we're not part of their market despite being part of their power block. I feel like that's what happened in Russia, the Russian game, whenever we joined a power block. But, oh well. But now it's going to be using GB to get some things done against Dutch East Indies. I want to try to consolidate our lands here. Or I could immediately attack the Philippines. That is an idea. But we're going to start with Dutch East Indies because if GB gets involved, they're going to really help us out here. So for now, I'm Calls from here. Hope you enjoyed. I've been Sean, Spooks As always, I'll catch you in the next one. Later.